Because I have always had issues with my throat chakra in terms of expression, sharing how I feel, my opinions, I feel like that is one of the most impactful things that I offer to clients is to be able to have the courage to be seen and heard. What that means is to be able to show up without feeling fear that someone is going to judge you or criticize you or, like we have this fear of visibility, like this feeling of like almost like death. That's how I used to feel, like death. I remember one of my earlier an earlier coach of mine, she had asked me to do a video and I literally cried because I was so fearful of it. I did not want to be seen. I did not want anyone to hear my voice. And because of just the personal growth, spiritual growth that I've been through for many decades, I would say that's one of the big things that I offer to clients is to be able to show up as a spiritual healer, as a light worker, so that you can be seen and heard and share your gifts so that you can help others. And it felt more like a jail, not even a box, because I couldn't say the things I wanted to say because I was scared that people wouldn't like me. They wouldn't accept me. They like even acquaintances, it wasn't even my family. It was like random acquaintances. I wasn't even friends with them, but their names would pop up in my head when I thought about, I want to show up as the Dragon Channel, but I'm just going to throw a name out there. Jenny, Jenny's going to see me on Instagram and oh my God, next time I see her at a party, what is she going to say to me? It's those kind of things. And when I say that out loud, it sounds so ridiculous, but it's real because I feel it. I could feel it in my body, like my fight or flight response, like I'm heating up, my heart is racing, having palpitations, my tongue's getting dry, like it's having a real emotional and physical reaction. But getting back to your question, where do I think it comes from? I think it comes from us feeling like we're not worthy to take up space. We're not worthy to be seen as the version that we want to be seen as, or we are still in fear of our power. And what I mean by our power oftentimes is the gifts that you hold, whether it's a clear gift or it's, a talent. So the majority of people I work with are women in their 40s.
Let's stick with just women.
Okay. And they're moms. A lot of them are mothers. And it's that they have poured their entire adult life into raising children, whether they're at-home mothers or working full-time. It's like all their energy is focused on something else, someone else besides themselves. I mean, it's just avoidance, like avoidance of taking responsibility of your own healing. But also, I think people, I think also people feel like when something happens to you by someone else, somehow you have to get to forgiveness. And I don't feel like that's necessary. I feel like you just have to get to acceptance because one, you'll never be able to change that other person.
Of course.
Yeah. And two, somehow you think that they're going to apologize to you. You have that expectation, like you need to come in, like, give me closure, but you can't force them to do that either. But if you just accept them for who they are, you accept exactly what happened to you. There is no, justification in that. It's just this person is who they were. This is what happened to me. I accept both things. And I also accept that I am an adult now. And I get to choose how I want to feel. I get to choose how I'm moving forward. I get to choose, how I let these emotions and these past experience control my life. So I say that I know it's a lot harder than it sounds, but when we get to that point of acceptance, I feel like you find so much more freedom in that.
You have power.
Yeah.
You're not the victim
yes,
anymore.
Exactly.
So